MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's the finale, Game 7 of the National League Championship Series between the Outlaws and the All-Stars. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, everything to play for here as we get ready for Game 7.
Well, to me, this game is all about which team handles the pressure of Game 7 the best. The players know what's at stake. The fans know what's at stake. The winner goes to the World Series. The loser goes home. Every play really matters, so we'll see who can play the cleanest game and come up with some timely plays.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Jamison Taillon gets the ball here at home in Game 7 of the League Championship Series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Into the box is the veteran left-handed hitting Kenny Lofton as we're just about set for baseball.
Kenny Lofton.
First pitch of the AB now. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. And Lofton can't quite beat it out as he's retired at first on the bunt attempt. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Vero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there'll be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line-to-line to get this thing together.
Into the box, Rod Carew. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. The 1-0. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike 1 from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Into the box now, Stan Musial. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. A 1 pitch on its way. And a pitch in the third as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that fast...
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. John Lester will do the pitching in hostile territory here for Game 7 of the LCS. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Stepping up is Xander Bogaerts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Xander
and the pitch.
Bogaerts.
That's 1-0.
That's wide 2-0. close. 3-0. Dwight Evans will be next. That's on the outer edge. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Hey! We got 3-2.
Him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created
Batting
equal.
second.
Right there,
The right
he goes
fielder.
down on strikes,
What?
but he really made that guy in the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Dwight Evans comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lester is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
Grounded back up the middle. Bichette's got it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting third.
And with
The
that,
first
here's a
baseman.
glance at the starting lineup
Right.
for the home squad. Dero,
Come
what you got
on.
on this lineup tonight? So now to the plate, Frank Thomas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Drives it the other way to deep right. Well, it's Terry. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Cincinnati, the first baseman, Eddie Murray.
Here's the first pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Nope. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid, everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Not much you can do with that one. Add him up and outs.
A swing and a miss on the ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout?
That is it.
He fell behind
The
2-0
right
to
field.
start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad
Yes.
place to be, but then he kind of
Yes.
refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, Nick Marquez. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Slow grounder to first. Scooped up. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
That is it.
And with 2 gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And you can see the Baltimore Orioles will be the American League representative in the World Series and face our winner here. So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring up Alec Bohm. First delivery to him. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Ball 1, no play.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get the head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Digging in now. Set to lead off the home half of the second.
Kirby.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Fouled away.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2 balls and a strike now. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now here it comes. And he struck him out.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch.
The third baseman.
3-strike count, but
Nolan.
clearly he wasn't looking for it. So it's a backwards K for him.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0 home.
Yep, that ball went out.
Bottom of the second here with no score. 3-0 now.
3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Tapped up the first baseline. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around it and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
1 out, runner at first, and standing in the veteran switch hitter Jorge Posada. As a look, now the pitch. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball right there. He decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Marquez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
That's been a great start for the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And the pitch. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour. That's 1-1. Back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Low with a fastball here. In the dirty, it's ball 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Now the 2-1. There we go. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw.
2-2.
And this is in time as Posada guns down another runner at second.
So much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move them up to second with a steal, but it didn't work out.
Third inning, no score to this point. He stays alive, still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Now into the box is John Lester. First delivery to him. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And Posada will take this one in, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Charlie Culberson.
Leading off for the All-Stars, the second baseman, Charlie Culberson.
First offering. Line drive to center field. Lofton is right there, one down.
Jumped all over that first pitch.
The pitcher.
And he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Standing in now, Jamison Taillon. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
Ball,
that's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And it's fouled away. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 2.
So next to hit is Xander Bogaerts. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And now the first pitch. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
0-1.
On the strike. 2-1.
1 strike. Again.
Now the 2-1. 2-2 the count. Fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 2-2 one more time. Bounce it to the left side. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw on to the first baseman, Murray, and that retires the side. Now back to the top of the stepping in, Kenny Lofton, as we begin the top of the fourth.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs for us.
And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Now a throw, and the runner will get back standing. To the plate now, Rod Carew, as he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball taken, goes up just in zone for a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
He's good. Dive, but he's back. In there, 1 and 2 now. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's really thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
On a rope to the second baseman. When they got there so quickly, the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out. Next to hit is Stan Musial. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Here's the first offering. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with Showtran. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Now the 1-0 is swung and missed, and that's strike 1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone.
I'm pretty surprised by the location in those last 3 pitches. The hook on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, man, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Lofton leads off second with 1 gun in the inning. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Now another 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. There's a fastball well off the plate inside.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. High, ball 3.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
fouled off. Good swing just a little early, and they'll see another payoff pitch. Runner at second here with one man out. Line toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Lofton rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, what a battle there, Gio. Several pitches at that right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Eddie Murray comes on with one away as he looks at the ball. It's 1-0. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. One and one to the potent switch-hitting bat of Eddie Murray.
Great job of doubling up with the fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
From the belt, the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Swing by Murray and a ball soaring out to right field. Right fielder looking up. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His third home run of this series, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Into the box, Nick Martinez. He'll probably send it in the air out to center field. In comes the center fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
That brings up Alec Bohm. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. The 1-1 home. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. The Outlaws are out in front 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Dwight Evans.
The right fielder.
First offering.
Evans.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball at the track.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate now, Frank Thomas. As As he'll go after the first pitch to him. It comes up empty. It's strike one. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
So now to the plate, Kirby Puckett. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there, 1-1. Takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even got himself into a good hitter's count.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1, 2, 3 inning here. They got themselves a 2-out base runner.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. First delivery to him as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball 2.
Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Runners on the move for second. Called. Now the throw down. He's in there easily. The bounces on the way down.
That's pretty second base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
2 out here and a runner at second. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. And up steps Salvador Perez. And Ken, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
No doubt about that. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a pitch in the third as he lays off. It's 1-1.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Ball 2.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
1 strike.
this one's going to bounce up to the plate.
1 strike.
Easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1. Full count now. Swung out and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Once again, a 3-2. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a starter away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point in the game, and he's probably gone.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Bo Bichette is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Bichette, 23 years old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. A 1 pitch on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now a swing and miss, and is behind 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Still 2-2. Perez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, John.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure.
Your
Vince
attention,
Velasquez
please.
comes on now in
Now
an awfully difficult situation, as there are 2 on here with nobody out. John Lester will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as they'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. As a look, now the pitch. And a bunt attempt here, but this will be foul, so the runners will stay put for now. First and second here with nobody out. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
There's the 2-1 home. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Bit of a surprise here, as he's going to try to lay one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kenny Lofton.
Back to the top of the order now. And standing in is the veteran center fielder, Kenny Lofton. He's set and the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Hey, that was a good pitch right there. You fall behind 2-0, you give this hitter count leverage. He probably tries to ambush a fastball. 1-1 count. He's got to really think through this and have a great game plan.
Popped up. Culberson takes charge, and he's got it 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rod Carew.
Stepping in once again is Rod Carew. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far. First delivery to him. Ready with the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Stepping in now, Stan Musial. First pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. One 0 count. Here it is.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Up with it, Posada. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. Cincinnati leads it 5-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jorge Posada.
The catcher, Jorge Posada.
Now the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
No, inside.
Good pitch there down below the
Count
zone.
1
Got him
and
to
2.
go after it. Right side. Goes in time. That's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Now 1 down with the bases empty. Only striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. But he's tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Bases are empty. 1 man. Fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's ball
And it's
2.
2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not
The
messing
batter,
around
number 3,
trying to pick at
second
corners. He's
baseman,
being aggressive in the zone,
Charlie
and he's attacking each
Culberson.
and every one of these hitters up to this point.
In now, Charlie Culberson. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Well, it took long enough, but they're finally on the board. We might look back at this shot as a spark they needed to make their bats come alive. Then again, it might just be a blip on the
Ladies and
radar.
gentlemen,
We'll see how the
you'll
rest of
have
the game
incomplete.
unfolds.
Rick
Pinch hitting.
Thomas will get the
Rick
call here as he'll hit for the
Thomas.
pitcher. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Two out, nobody on.
Ball,
Tries
that
to
pitch is
shave
out.
the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And the pitch. Swung on and missed.
1 ball,
1-2
2
now.
strikes. Count.
He's going to have to figure out a way to get out of the middle of the plate. Just gave up a big bomb right there, and now he's missing right down the heart of the plate again. Could spell trouble for him.
The 1-2.
Nope. That's inside.
The bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Another full count pitch home. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Hit in the air to center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. But not before they're able to at least get one back on the solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's now a 5-1 ball game.
Your attention, please.
Takes over to start
Now
the 6th
pitching.
inning on the mound.
Paul Sewall.
Striding in is Eddie Murray. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous
The first
at-bat.
baseman.
Yeah, Matt,
Eddie.
going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Ball 3.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
Just when we needed a shutdown inning, the leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down on it.
Set. Here's the 3-1. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
So next to bat will be Nick Markakis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Catch out.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. We're in the 6th inning now, a 5-1 ball game. And that misses. 2-1. Sewall, right-hander, standing 6'3". He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Here it is.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Alec Bohm will be next. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that.
Now to the plate, here is Alec Bohm. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement. 0-1 the count.
Markakis stands at first with 1 out.
two great pitchers, he has a lot of options right now. He can bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at two. Reined in, and indeed no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Now batting, the catcher, Salvador Perez.
So now here is Salvador Perez. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Two out here and a runner at second. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0.
No reason to give in to him here with the base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Now the 2-0.
Hey.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
The 2-1. Fouled away. And fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts to start things out in their half of the sixth. As they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent today.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The high fastball is in there.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Little chopper back to the mound. And there's one down now.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Dwight Evans, the batter now. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike.
That's wide, 2-0. One out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike.
Count is 2
With
and
the
1.
way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take.
Number
And he's down on
35.
strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on
Come
the
on.
black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot arms, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Standing in now, Frank
Ball
Thomas.
back in.
And as the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And now a pitch on the way. Hit to short. Bichette gathers it in. Throw on to the first baseman Murray, and that retires the side.
Your
Jesse
attention,
Biddle
please.
is on to pitch from
Now
the bullpen now to start inning
Jesse
number 7.
Biddle.
Now to the plate, Bo Bichette. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
The shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Set, here it comes. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
The pitcher, number 31, John.
To the plate now, John Lester. And he puts it on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. And that's out number 1.
This is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Into the box now, Kenny Lofton as he takes a cold strike on his right at the turning run. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Comes set with the 0-1. Runs up and gets this one down. And he can't make the play as he overruns it, but that should be scored as an infield single.
Now back, second baseman, Rod Carew.
Now a throw over to third, and he'll dive back in safely. At the plate, Rod Carew, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Ball, that's
And
what's
that's
there.
too high, ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a move over to first. And back standing. 2-1. Is a fastball down below the knees. Stan Musial waits on deck. Lofton, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. On the move is Lofton. That's a strike to throw down. Way late. He's in there easily at second.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Now back. Left field.
So now to the plate, Stan Musial. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering.
Inside bowling.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if you can get something.
And it's 1-1 to Stan the man. Sign from Posada, now the 1-1. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Ladies and gentlemen,
1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Get up and stretch. Cincinnati is out in front 6-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kirby Puckett. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Aye.
Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Nolan Arenado. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
now batting, catcher, Jorge Posada.
In now, Jorge Posada. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
That can't
Now
be
back,
a too bad
left
game
field.
right there. Power
Hey,
guy at the
Oscar.
plate, and you're able to get in his
Turn
pitch.
and
Boy,
dead.
that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Shot down the first baseline. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It makes it a 6-2 game.
Never say never in this game.
Now back,
It's late
second
and the
baseman,
clock is ticking.
Charlie.
We'll see if they can build up and maybe get back into this thing.
Standing in now, Charlie Culberson. Since they struck one on the inside corner. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Strike 2. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Posada on third. Hernandez at second with one away. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he.
The pitcher, number 53.
But he just stood there and
Jesse.
looked at 4 straight pitches.
Middle.
Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more
Ladies
aggressive
and
next
gentlemen,
time.
your
Luke
attention
Boyd
please.
will grab a bat and hit
Now
for the
coming
pitcher
in the
here.
pinch hit. Luke Boyd.
From the stretch.
Ball one. Count 1-0.
Looking to minimize the damage here.
Two
Not
balls,
close.
no
It's
strikes.
2-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Two balls and a strike.
Count for 2-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Down the left field line and deep. But this will wind up being a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is hit pretty well out to left field. The ball is carrying. And he makes the catch as just the one run comes across in the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Back with more from the big one. Game 7 returns after this.
Your
Joe
attention,
Smith
please.
has been summoned from the
Now
bullpen
pitching.
as he'll do so to start
Joe
the 8th.
Smith.
Eddie Murray will be the first one greeting here as
For
he'll be forced to
Cincinnati.
turn around and hit
first
from the
baseman.
left side now.
Eddie Murray.
Now here's the pitch.
Yeah.
0-1, here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery.
Yeah, Matt, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Hit in the air down the right field line. Evans has it, and there's 1 away.
The right fielder, number 21, Nick Markakis.
Into the box, Nick Markakis. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a call, strike 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hung the slider there, but laid off the great run. Lays off 2-2 now. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Boy, went from being in the
bases are empty, one man out. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say,
Now
that's a great AB. Down 0-2, and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Up next, Alex Bowman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. From the belt, kicks and deals. In there, and it's 0-1. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. Runner at first here, one man out. Ball and 2 strikes now.
I'm not sure what they're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit. And he is in there.
The batter, the catcher, Salvador.
At the plate now, Salvador Perez. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Weighing inside with that one. Pretty easy take there.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
And that misses 2-2.
We've got ourselves an awesome battle going on right here. Bottom line, the guy who's going to win this situation is the guy who executes.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take the K when you're on the mound.
Archie Bradley. There's the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Will be the first one to greet him now, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. To first. The inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make it here like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
Ladies
Steve
and gentlemen,
Finley will
your
get the call
attention,
here as
please.
he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting, Steve Finley.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball one, no strike.
Bone on second. Bichette on at first with 2 down. And he looks at him in there, 1-2.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
So 1-2.
Nope, that's the ball. Next down, 2-2.
Hit out towards second. Throw to second for the force out and side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Outlaws lead it 7-2.
Your attention, please.
Is on to pitch out of
Now
the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Hoyer.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He bounced out
Leading
last
off
time
for
up.
Jacksonville, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
First delivery to him. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
2 balls and no strikes for Bogaerts. Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
1 strike.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Now
I'm not
that's
sure this
right
ball might
field.
have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to
Okay.
turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Into the box now. Dwight Evans fouled away. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set and the 0-1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going and claw your way back into this ballgame.
Ready with the 0-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1 on first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Now
And there's a final
the
look
first
at the
baseman.
numbers for the starter in this one. And he really delivered a
Dumb
fantastic postseason performance.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Ready now is Frank Thomas. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
And now the first pitch.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Lifted down the line and left. And that will end up a foul ball. Too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. Hit on the ground to third. Throw onto the first baseman Murray, and that retires the side. Set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Kenny Lofton.
The center fielder, Kenny.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
His way on as he gets this one down. But a foul ball, 1-2 now.
That's a ball.
2. The 2-2. Swing and a liner. And that's down, scored as a leadoff single for Lofton.
Now back, second baseman, Rod Carew.
To the plate now, Rod Carew. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Puckett is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Dan Musial.
Digging in next, Stan Musial. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Waiting on it is Hernandez. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 33, Eddie.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eddie Murray. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Lofton leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Strike taken up in the zone.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put him himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Right side, but it's well fouled. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
Here comes the 1-2. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And they'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Here now the 2-2.
Well, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard towards second. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning.
Your attention, please.
Farrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Farrell.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Kirby Puckett.
The center fielder, Kirby.
Here's the first pitch.
Puckett.
Curveball. That misses in the dirt for ball 1. Action of the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out pitches. The 1-0. Popped him up. Boom is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And now here is Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch. To short. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting, the catcher, Jorge
Next up, Jorge Posada. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Jorge Posada is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. And there's ball 3. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And this one is a powerful ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, lead base runners, any way to get them, and that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Now it'll be Teoscar Hernandez, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Here's the first pitch.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
The 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
He struck him out, and that'll do it as they've won this series, so they'll move on.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 7 runs on 9 hits. 1 error, they left 6 men on base. For the home team, 2 runs on 4 hits. 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.